It's been a little while. It's been a rough go. Being sick and my video card going out and my laptop, but we have returned to pick up where we left off. Let's kind of run our game. What I've done actually is I've actually moved everything over to a Umbrella app, so that's all done now. So shouldn't be any different than what we saw before. The game's running, and here's our clever little guy running around. This is nothing new. So if we cast our minions out, it still happens. So one thing we were working on before was actually selecting one of our guys and moving them. As we can see, it's not processing command 105, so we just need to go and implement that. So let's go to, I think what I did, I think I stopped running Remix for no reason. So let's go to app, let's go cd apps, game server, Remix. Yeah, Remix is here. Next tab, let's say here, let's go to our web browser and look up. There's some sort of cool celebration going on there, so that's cool. We're gonna do Elixir Remix. I just want to look up the command. So we need to add that, and then we need to do applications all. So Remix EXS. So that is set up there as one of our applications. And then in our dev environment, config dev, we have remix escript to silent false. So let's set this to true. Actually, I want to set this to false. I remember what that is now. So let's start this back up and see if it gives us some information. So I'm going to run tmux and let's go into is this the right directory? That is not the right directory. So go back, live game, and we're going to go to apps, game server, tmux. And let's make this a bit like this. Now we're going to go to lib, game server, battle interaction. No, we want to look at the, since it's not handling, not processing command 105. So let's look at the socket acceptor and see if there's any details there. And create a picture. So it looks like we set that. Try lib game server handler command handler. That's what we want. So at this point, not processing command ID. All right. So the thing that we need to add, let's set up a new window here, is under game server commands, we should have move squad 2 command ID. So let's go here. We're going to go to def process command, and this is going to be command ID, command data, and when command ID equals move squad to command ID. Alright, so now if we do logger.debug, we're using, move squad to inspect command data. Okay. Let's write that. And it doesn't look like it's picking up the changes. So that's kind of a bummer. So I wonder if, so this is the observer, and there should be one for remix, which I don't see. So it's IEX, kernel logger. There's a bunch of stuff in here that is not what we're finding. Processes, there's the battle server, battle main event queue. I don't see remix. So, though I'm just doing a fast glimpse through this, but it doesn't seem like it's running. Okay, so we'll dig into that in a minute. Let's run our game here. And running around. Now we're going to create our minion. Get a second minion just for the hell of it. And we're going to click on him, right click, not processing command 105. So we still haven't got it quite correct. In fact, did we restart? I don't think we did. So let's try this again. Okay, so pick them up there. Yeah, there we go. Move squad 2, and there's their location. So that looks pretty good. So what if we do this, if it'll keep us connected? No, so it doesn't actually reconnect. And so we want to get remix working. Let's look at the mix file. And we're going to put remix here. XEXS. Though it doesn't really make sense. I'm not sure why it won't start. Let's take a look at it. Remix.ex. It should start as part of the supervision tree, but it is not. But what's more interesting, so let's go to at, where are we here? Okay. Mix game server start observer. And we're getting SSL Postgres mix logger kernel inets IX hex elixir, but definitely nothing going on here. So let's try. Does it ignore these arguments? It sure does. So let's try something different here. I'm going to do remix.start nil. See if that seems to start it up. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to just edit a thing here. So move squad 2 and complete. And let's see if that, there we go. So that is starting to compile. Let's double check here. So moving around and move squad and complete. So if we go here and we move this, we should compile it. And yeah, see the on-complete is not being written anymore. So that is working. So I wonder why Remix is not liking starting up. So we're just going to go here and start it manually. I'm going to say worker remix. Let's see if that'll start it up. In fact, we want it. Ooh, we want it up here. It's one of the first things that happens. So let's see if that lets us. Testing remix, and that did not start it. Okay, so that ain't gonna work. Okay, so let's go to, this will work, unfortunately. There should be a, it's under our tasks. Start. And remix start nil. This should definitely work. And so, really, this is pretty impressive actually that it's not working. So let's do this. Let's double check. Oh, wrong console says, so that's not there. And now we're going to do testing remix. And yeah, see, it's not recompiling. This is, it's not that great, is it? Let's put that here maybe. We know it works because we just saw it work. Didn't actually compile that file. Mix clean. That'll build everything again. And so it says that. We might have to abandon remix. There we go. It did compile something. Testing remix. Weird. Oh, that's because we're updating the wrong thing. Testing remix. And now, there we go, testing remix. Okay, so that works. Wasn't my favorite way of doing it, but it will suffice. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go to lib game server command, so handler. So we get the command handler set up. So we're going to do, if we have input, we're going to have new squads. We have that. And so we're going to do battle interaction, squad move interaction. Squad move interaction. Okay. So let's do this. We're going to add it to our inject. So inject game server battle interaction dot squad move interaction. All right. Now we just need to pass it along. So we need a player unit position X and position Z. and we have the unit ID. So we need the player. I think we can do here. Let's open a new tab. vi lib game server stitch. I think we can get player or something like that. Player by pid. Lib game server models battle unit util. There's find a unit, and that should give us the player and unit. So what we can do is we'll get player and unit equals battle unit util find unit command data. I want to make sure we're using the right thing, which is unit ID. Unit ID. At this point, we can do squad move interaction dot move squad player unit command data position X command data position C. Okay, and we should see some things happen. Go back over here. Oh, our game's no longer running. I must have closed it. So we're going to create a unit. Click on them, and we see it's moving squad, and that's this here. So we're definitely on the right track. So let's keep the logging in there. That's good. So now, with Move Squad, we need to track down all the. I'm gonna kill this. No, I won't. Okay, so we need to track down all the units associated with this player. So let's go down here. Let's do, and not all the units, all the like units. So those three should be the same three. But then we click that one, we should have these three zombies moved. Ignore this guy. He's from our previous player. So I'm going to probably go through the battle unit util, and we're going to need to find units, or find the squad. We're going to give it the player, and we're going to give it the unit. We're going to get find squad. We're going to say get squad. So what that's going to do is we're going to give it a player and a unit. So let's say spec get squad, and this is going to give us a player, a unit, and this is going to return to us a collection of unit. So I think we could just do unit or nil or empty actually. So now we can do, what we're going to do is we're going to save this, and we're going to run tmax on that. We're going to lib, so test game server models battle unit util, and we're going to create a new window here. Lib game server models battle unit util. Okay, so now we want to get this. Okay, so test should get all units, should get squad or unit associated with unit. Okay. Go to player, player, view. Okay, so we already have the player. The only thing we don't have with the player is a lot of units. So what we could do is we could do create unit. What we want is map.get units player units and units, otherwise return an empty map. This returns the player. So we want to do def create unit player, which seems a little weird. I wonder if this is even used. So let's just change the API on this and see if it gets all yucky at us. Mix test game server models battle unit detail and line 46. I think it's displeased with this. So I'm going to do type unit game server models battle unit. In fact, we're going to change this to battle unit. Okay. Compiling and six test 5 failures. Create unit. So it was displeased with this. Where is create unit at? Create unit. I don't really see it being used, which is very odd. No function clause making games or create unit 1. Oops. So let's restore it. So it is using it someplace. Create unit. Ah, there it is. Okay. That makes sense. Alright, so we want to create more units. So we can't call that because that's actually part of our setup. So def add unit. I'm going to pass it to player and unit ID. we're going to need as well, there's a couple things we're going to need out of this. So unit equals battle unit, ID equals unit ID, and then I think it's unit type ID. Let's see here. I know where we're logging it. No, we weren't logging it. So the model, the game server models, unit. Looking for unit type. This is unit type. Unit type. Unit type. Unit type. And essentially we're going to do this over here. So that's that. And we're going to do this. Put that there. And we're going to return the player, which is already set for us. So here we go. Now do we need a unit? Yeah, we should just do player and unit. So return that. So now we do add unit to player. Unit ID is 2343. Type is 1. Okay, and now we can do player unit and see if that will let us get away with that. An expected end on battle unit util. Lib server battle unit models battle util. Oh. Yeah, get squad player battle unit view. So, not fully pleased with what we have done. Okay, should test for find players and unit ID. So that's a shame. Whoa. Okay, so why isn't this happening? So we do that, and it's ID. Seems okay. Let's do that. So we're going to do player equals add unit. We'll do unit 1, add unit player. Unit ID is some numbers. and unit type is 4. So I'm going to do 3 units. We're going to do unit 2 and unit 3. This is 2, 3, and what we're going to do is we're going to do get, so battle unit util get squad, and I'm going to do first, I'm going to search that the enum count for player.unit is equal to 4. Okay. Get squad is going to be player and unit 2. This is going to give us a squad. No function clause should get squad. No function clause, it should get squad associated unit, line 55. Saying this function doesn't exist. Player. Let's do this, just to give us a little bit more screen real estate here. Let's see why that is being silly. Oh, this is what's wrong. Put do that. Okay, there we go. This will. There we go. So it does have a problem with that, so we need to assign that to player. Okay, so that's passing so far. Now we're going to get the squad, and we're going to assert that the enum count of the squad is equal to 3. Additionally, we're going to say assert that enum at squad 0. I'm going to pipe that to map.get 321 is equal to, I'm sorry, if you get the squad, the first one, we want to get the ID, so 321, and this is going to be 1, 2, 2, 3. We may not be able to guarantee order, so we may have to take this away, but that's what we'll figure out when we get there. And I've omitted for nil. So now we're going to say enum map player units, and this is going to give us the nothing and our unit. And what we're going to do is actually, probably want to do filter. And if I'm going to return our battle unit.type is equal to unit type. Let's see if that does the trick. Expected a map got some weirdness. Maybe it's this. I already called one argument. So I'm pretty sure that I had it right before. Expected a map got a weird thing. I think we want this. Alright, okay, so apply unit type. Line 60. Okay. Let's do IO inspect unit. And we have battle unit busy false ID. And we have unit type 4. Let's say unit type is equal to battle unit dot unit type. Argument error unit type. So let's take a look at here. So I inspect battle unit. And the unit type is 4, so everything looks good so far. Argument error. Apply 3, 2, 1 unit type. So here we're going to do elixir enum, and we want filter. Make sure we get this right. So filter returns only those element for which function returns a truthy value. So I'm definitely using it right. Unit type. Actually, put this back. Unit and battle unit. So that's the first thing that comes through. The next thing is this. Okay, so I think this is still wrong. Unit. Do this. So yeah, it's giving us a tuple and then a map. So I had it right the first time, but for some reason it's not too pleased with itself. There we go. Line 62. So it's actually the enum at. So let's figure out what's going on here. So it is finding all three. So I inspect squad. And we're going to get rid of that. And so here, it gave us a list of key value. So that would make sense why it doesn't like it. So we get a list back of key value, and we probably want to get just the IDs. Converse numbers function returns a truthy value. So if we run a map on this, so we do enum.map, it's kind of a bummer, but I think this might be better this way. So if we just do map function, I think it's, I think we just do this map and say if they're equal, do end unit. We may end up with a null in it. We do. A nil. Nil! So that ain't too pretty either. So we could do reduce so passing element and accumulated as arguments. So we'll do reduce, and that should be the accumulator. And so ACC equals ACC unit plus ACC. We want to do this. Get squad 2. Really? Okay, so reduce T. No, it's the other way around. All right. That implemented for nil. So what we could do is do this, else, turn the accumulator. So that'll only give us what we need. So we get 1, 1. Interesting. Okay, so that won't do us any good either. What is enumo? IO inspect ACC. What does the accumulator come in as? Accumulator comes in as what? let's do this. Okay, reduce, we're gonna actually pass the accumulator in, so we can enforce the type. So, make sure the argument's in the right order. Closer. So, we want to do this. There we go. So now we can enforce the order, which is fine. So we're going to take this out. I'm going to do 323, 322, 321, because it's actually backward. There we go. All right, so that's faster-ish. And we're passing our test. So now we can say squad equals, we need to inject it, inject game server, models, battle unit utils, util. Okay, and squad is battle unit util, get squad, and that's going to give us the player and unit, correct? Yes. And then we'll have our squad. So, let's do def do move. It's going to be our do move will be do move, and we're going to give it, this will give us the empty list player x z, and we're just going to do logger debug no squad found do move. This will be the squad, and this is going to be the player, and then the position x and position z, and so we're going to pass the player, position x, position z. Now we're going to need to inject game server battle interactions move unit interaction. I'm going to just double check the naming of it. PI lib game server battle interaction unit. We have it open already. Unit. Do we? Unit move interaction. Unit interaction. Okay. Unit move interaction. I know I got one of these spelled wrong. I gotta fix it too. So we're gonna get player unit position x position z. So we're gonna do enum dot each. Is that right? Each. Yep. This is gonna be our squad, and this is gonna be our battle unit. I haven't seen that in a while. And we're going to do move unit, unit move. Unit move. And this is going to be our last thing, so if this doesn't work, we're going to have to just save it till tomorrow. Move interaction, battle unit. Nope, players first. Oh, we gotta make sure we call the function is move unit. Battle unit is the second argument. We got our player, battle unit, position X, position Z. There we go. Seems sort of weird. Undefined function inject. Squad interaction, we're missing a in paren. And inject is undefined because of why. We don't actually have, we're not using our injector. So we're going to need to kill this, start it back up. So let's create a zombie, another zombie. Let's create a Yeti and a zombie. Click a zombie and tell them to move, and we have a big, giant, ugly error. Argument error. Get squad. So it killed our server, that's fine. And move squad. Game server, battle interaction, move squad, move abort. So called moving squad, and it's saying our unit inspect net. I thought we had that. Move squads, we have, oh, there, the move squad 2. So if we do that, we have a unit, and we have a unit ID. So we have the player, and we have a unit type. But it's being all pissy about get squad unit type. Oh, okay, so that's the issue. So if we look back here, the game server models, battle unit till, the player units is actually a bunch of PIDs. So if we go down here, player unit, can't be a map. So this is actually pretty incorrect. So we'll fix that tomorrow. Until then, happy coding. See you then.